Mercy from Chapeltown. How does it feel for me? May 2024. Can you talk about your experience of trying to access the GP since your last update?
I rang to say I'm not well, and then I was told to go to the pharmacy. And then when I rang the pharmacy, they said there is nothing much we can give you, Mercy. We can only give you some Dirolite. So it was just hopeless. I felt I needed to be seen by a GP. I just found it really weird because each time I ring for an appointment, I'm given a negative attitude with the receptionist. I feel annoyed. I feel angry because it's like I know it's not their duty to tell me that. Rather, I would prefer they say, okay, the doctor will call you. And then if I get a call from the doctor will explain to me that, no, you need to do A, B, C. So I'll be in a picture of exactly what I have to do.
Can you talk about when you went to your GP with high blood pressure?
I saw the GP to begin with, and then he told me that the machines that they give to people for a week to be monitored, and you don't have to remove it. It has to be on your arm for 1 week. But then he said to me, unfortunately, we don't have any at the moment. So the best thing is you go and buy your own machine, of which I went to buy a machine which I was told it was a wrong machine, not by the GP, but by the receptionist. It actually made me feel confused, like, what am I doing here? Who am I coming for here?
Do you have any updates about the eye clinic?
Yes, the eye clinic, I've got a very big issue with them because since last year, May, I've had cataracts on top of the dry macular degeneration. And it's like when I requested, because I went to a private hospital in Bradford where I was referred by Vision Express, and they told me that it's possible for them to remove the cataracts, and that should make me feel better than the way I'm feeling. So when I saw the specialist at St. James Hospital, they just said, with or without cataracts, your condition is still the same because your eyes are already gone. I feel disappointed, mainly with the eye clinic at St. James Hospital, because I was reassured by the lady who saw me at the private place, and I had all the confidence that they were going to do something or to say a positive thing to me. But then they were just negative, like, your eyes are already damaged, so there is no need for us to remove the cataract.
How does your experience at the eye clinic make you feel?
Yeah, it's actually putting me off from wanting to be seen, even if I feel like I desperately want to be seen. Even right now, as I'm talking, my eyes, I feel like I need to see someone as soon as now. But thinking of all that has happened, I can't really be bothered. I would rather just keep myself to myself in my house, and whatever happens, it happens.
What one thing did you value about your care?
I've been to the dentist. I was quite impressed with the way I got the response from the dentist, and he actually said to me, any problem, Mercy, come back. You know where we are. And even the way he handled my tooth. I underwent an anesthetic, which was quite painful, but he was so gentle with me.
If you could have changed one thing to make your experience better, what would it be?
Well, if I could change things, I could go back to 2002 when I first came to this country. Things were good. You'd call for an appointment and you'd get an appointment straight away with the GP. But now you have to do like an online thing and you've got to register this, you've got to do that to be able to reach that, which is so hard. Like with my side, if I think of me at my age being frustrated, what about somebody who is 80, 85, 90, and then they are told they have to go through the online thing, which is so frustrating.
Thank you to Mercy for sharing her experiences. Produced by Healthwatch Leeds in collaboration with Maddie Knowles.